Hey, it's LSFT here today, and today we're here looking at the Lexus Canada website. Why are we looking at Lexus Canada website? It's because the 2023 NX pricing has been released. So let's have a look. So I'm going to go here and build the NX. Okay, so now you see that there's a 2022 where we have the four models, and the 2023 is now here. So the first observation is the NX450h Plus is not on the list of 2023 models. So what happened? Don't know why it's not out yet. Maybe it's because they've already sold all the 2023 models. I really don't know. But then when you look at the title, so if you look at the top left corner, you would see that 2023, 250, 350, 350h, and 450h Plus configuration. So it does look like one day it may show up. I just don't know why it's not there at this time. So now there's the pricing of the 2023 models. You would notice one thing is that the NX350 now has reached beyond the $50,000 mark. In the 2022 model, it's only $499. So there is some price increases. So we look at the specs for the 2022 versus the 2023. So I pulled this spec sheet on August 27th this year versus now the October 4th, which is the 2022 versus 2023. So I did a very quick comparison, and there isn't that big of a change. But there are some mysterious numbers that I still haven't figured out. So an example is the length of the vehicle. So the 250, 183.5, which is the same. But when you look at the millimeters, 2022 had 2 extra millimeters compared to the 2023. And then the 350h, it's 4659 and it's 4662. Somehow it trimmed 0.1 inch. I don't know. And also 2 millimeters on the NX350. So I don't know where that difference is. And then when we look at like the height, also the 250 is 65.4 inches in 2023 versus 65.8. So you also see that the numbers are a little bit different. Wheelbase is the same. And then when you look at the ground clearance, the NX250 is 7.3 inches versus here it's a 7.7. So there are some differences. I don't know if it's just inaccurate numbers that we have here, because even the front headroom is 871 versus 973. Not sure what's gone wrong here. Even from a weight perspective, probably the NX250 was incorrect up front, because 5,224.9 pounds feels like it's the NX350. So maybe this is now the accurate numbers for the NX250. I don't know. So we scroll down, and reality is I've actually gone through and skimmed through. I don't see any major differences. It's just that because they don't have the plug-in hybrid in this column, some of the information is now everywhere. Like the order of the features are different, and it just gets a little bit harder to check. But from eyeballing and comparing, I don't see any changes in the 2022 and 2023 version. Maybe there are some minor packages, minor things that are not the same, but it's not significant enough for me to see the difference. The only difference, as we all know, is the Service Connect is now up to 10 years, and the Safety Connect is also up to 10 years for the 2023. But don't worry about the 2022s. You're also getting the 10 years. So overall, looking at it, there's no difference in the two model years. So we've gone through the spec sheet. So we're going to go down to the Lexus website and see what else is here. We're going to fast forward until we find something interesting. And the F-Sport style. But one thing that I've noticed here is that it says the F-Sport style, which I think in some ways is the F-Sport design. And the most interesting thing is it says available on Lexus NX 350, 350h, and 450h Plus. So in the spec sheets, nothing talks about any options of the NX 350h. The Mark Levinson audio system. So one thing very interesting here, and maybe one reason why there's no NX450h Plus configurator right yet, is because you see here it says the Mark Levinson is standard on the NX450h Plus and available with Executive and F-Sport 3 package. I'm going to take this with a grain of salt at this time. Hopefully this is true, so anybody who actually wants a 450h Plus with a Mark Levinson audio system will finally get it. So now we look at pricing. Instead of going to the website and clicking on every single trim, every single version, I actually went in and did all that work, and now put that into the spreadsheet. It's not that easy to read, but I think once I explain it, you'll understand how this works. So this compares the 2022 versus the 2023 NX and the trims. So an example here is the NX250 signature. So there's no packages, that's the base model. So you can see that from a 2022, that's the price of the MSRP, and the 2023 is the MSRP for 2023. So you can see that it has increased $550. We'll talk about the lease and finance after we go through this, okay? The NX350 Ultra Premium, that doesn't exist in 2023. So the base for 2023 is the luxury. And you can see that all the way, it has also increased $550. Then the NX350 Hybrid, you can see that it also has gone up $550 all the way. The NX450h Plus Ultra Premium is the base model, and it's under $60,000 for 2022, which qualifies for the $5,000 rebate in Canada. So we all know that from the video, we saw that the NX450h Plus did not show up on their website. So I made a few calls to my local dealership and asked them, 2023, what's the price? So they came back and said there's no price changes. So my contact at Lexus dealership told me that for 2023, there is no changes to the price. So this is the only model that has not increased for 2023. And it makes sense because the only way for the NX450h Plus to qualify is the Ultra Premium package is under $60,000 Canadian. They could have increased the Executive and F-Sport 3 $550 if they liked to, but they opted not to, which is kudos to Lexus. So now, let's talk about the lease and the finance. This is something that I wanted to talk about because I did see a significant jump in the interest rates. So I went in and put in a lease amount for monthly payments at 40 months, and you can drive for 14,400 kilometers. I did not put any security deposit, no down payment, and the taxes are all included. And for the NX450h Plus, I also included the rebate. But one thing I wanted to note that is that the rebate, because I selected 40 months, we don't get the full 5,000. You only get 4,062. So based on your scenario, you probably want to lease for 48 to get the full $5,000 rebate. And then for financing, I took the 4-year financing, zero down payment, all taxes, freight, PDI included, and also the $5,000 rebate for the NX450h Plus. So you can see here, the NX250, the current rate as of October is 5.5% for a 2002 model. But when you look at the 2023 model, the lease rate has gone up to 7.5%. That's 2% higher in the 2023 model. But then when you look at the price difference, it's about $47 per month difference. And then when you look at all the rates, you can see that all the differences are about $60 max for leasing. And you can see that these hybrid, because the rate has been higher already, you don't see that significant change. However, in the NX450h Plus, because there's no calculator, that's why it's highlighted in red. I don't know what the rates are. However, I'm just making a pure guess because when you look at it, 2022 model is 6.9%, and the 450h Plus is 1% more. So I just took the same formula and calculated the number, which you can see has gone up significantly too. Then when we look at the finance rates, so the finance rates, you can see that from 4.9, now it's 6.9. So it's gone up 2%. But then when you look at here, the 5.9, it goes to 7.3. So it hasn't gone 2% for the hybrids. And again, same thing. I add 1% extra because last year's model is 1% more. So you can see here, from a finance perspective, $85 seems to be the cap per month. So there we have it, the 2022 and 2023 pricing differences, and hopefully you're not too shocked with this modest increase. I would say it's quite modest for only increasing $550 for a model year difference. Especially when you look at the inflation rates out there, $550 is actually very reasonable. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please comment, like, and share this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel and press that alert button to get notified when new videos are posted. If you'd like to support the channel, you can definitely provide a super thanks. I'll see you guys again next time in the next video.